What is going on, warriors of Tamaris? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to check out the talent tree for Ffraegar in Call of Dragons. Make sure you like, share and subscribe for more content. Let's get the video started. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is Season 1 Plus and the game developers have added two brand new archers in the game. We have Sindrion and we have Ffraegar. Today's video is all about Ffraegar in Call of Dragons. We're going to check out what makes her so great. I'm going to give you guys the best artifacts to use with this hero. I will give you guys a bunch of different talent trees that you can pick one from. And I'll tell you guys more information about this hero. Before we get started with all the good stuff, let us see what Ffraegar is all about. Doing a quick overview, she has the Marksman talent tree, she has a Peacekeeping talent tree, and she has Mobility talent tree. One of the weirdest heroes in the game. She has a Peacekeeping talent tree with no Peacekeeping skills over here. Now this is a sign that the game developers are going to be introducing a lot of weird heroes in the future. We're going to see a hero with like engineering talent but no engineering skill over here. Just be ready to see something like that. Ffraegar is also a flying hero in Call of Dragons, meaning you can use her with your flying heroes. Now this has made people ask a lot of questions in the game. Should you switch to the Wilderbeck faction because of Ffraegar right now? Now my answer to you is to not jump the gun, just wait a little bit because the game developers are going to be adding two brand new heroes very soon. They could be very powerful mages and you want to use them in the League of Order. So for right now I suggest you don't switch right away. Let us go over the skills of Ffraegar and see what makes her so great. So what is Ffraegar's greatest strength? And you can see that from the rage skill. Ffraegar is a normal attack archer hero. She has a very low skill damage, but she can make your normal attack have a 60% chance of being critical. And that is going to last for 7 seconds, which is awesome. Archers are well known for their normal attack damage in the game, and Ffraegar is just gonna take that to the next level. When we check out the second skill, it says while in the field, Ffraegar's Legion deals 15% more normal attack damage and gains 15% defense. Now this is fantastic. So I'm gonna make like a simple comparison right now that's gonna make a lot of you kind of a little bit pissed off. Right now I would take Ffraegar's 15% defense over Kinara's 15% damage dealt reduction. So this damage dealt reduction is only going to work on the target that you are fighting. Now let's say 5 people are hitting your Kinara. This target dealt damage reduction is not going to help you whatsoever. It's only going to help you against the person that is hitting you, the person that you are fighting. But everybody else gets a free shot on you, normal attack. But when it comes to Ffraegar, this 15% defense is permanent. It's going to protect you against all incoming hits, which is why I like this hero. The next skill we're gonna check out is going to be the third one. It says all marksman units in Ffraegar's Legion gain 20% physical attack and 30% normal attack critical damage. Now this is just insane. When you look at the first skill, for 7 seconds, each one of your normal attack is gonna have a 60% chance to be critical. And then when it's critical, you get a 30% normal attack critical damage bonus, which is just awesome. When you put a Sindrion behind Ffraegar, it is bad news for everyone. And then we have the fourth skill, known as the Falconeer Charge. This is one of the greatest skills in the whole game. When Ffraegar's Legion launches a normal attack, they have a 20% chance to gain haste, increasing their march speed by 18%, and reducing the target Legion's rage accumulation speed by 12% for 5 seconds. So this is gonna go to 30% march speed and 20% rage accumulation reduction. Now how is this going to be very useful for you in the open field? When you are fighting people, this skill is going to trigger randomly, and for 5 seconds you get 30% march speed. Meaning if anybody is trying to run away from you, you can chase them with a 30% march speed. They won't be able to get away. If you want to run away from battle and you have this skill activated, you can just leave and laugh at everyone. Nobody is going to catch you. Now the second one is the rage accumulation speed reduction of 20%. This is another form of defense. the person that you're going to be fighting is going to suffer. They won't be able to do a lot of rage skill cycles because of this skill right here. 20% rage reduction is a lot. And finally, we check out the awakening skill for Ffraegar. It says deal 0 skill damage to the target legion, damage factor 800. So the awakening skill only give you additional 200 skill damage factor, but that is not what you should be looking at. You should be looking at this Falconeer charge. It is a game changer. When you fight Behemoth, the Hydra and the Dire Bear, they like to move a lot. Falconeer charge is gonna help you keep the pressure. When they move, you chase them with a 30% march speed. And one of the things is that a lot of people think Cindrion is a trash commander in the game. I would suggest you don't underestimate this guy just by reading his talents. First of all, you need to put him on the field and see what he can do. Now, most people are saying this skill takes 7 seconds to complete. People are gonna run away. Well, good luck trying to run away from a Ffraegar with the Falconeer charge. So you have a Ffraegar and a Cindrion with a Falconeer charge of 30% march speed. I don't think you're gonna get anywhere, even if you try to run. So these two heroes are gonna be excellent when paired up together. Now these are all the skills of Ffraegar. She is awesome. She has some great defense, 15% defense bonus, which is permanent, can protect you against all incoming hits. Unlike Kinara's 15% damage dealt reduction, which happens with the rage skill and it only affects the person that you are hitting. With Ffraegar, you get a permanent defense for all incoming hits. With that out of the way, now let us check out some awesome pairings for Ffraegar in Call of Dragons. The number one obvious pairing is going to be Cindrion and a Ffraegar. Archers are excellent at dealing normal attack damage. Cindrion gives you a double normal attack. Ffraegar makes each normal attack critical, which is awesome. This is just going to melt a lot of enemies. Even those infantry who act like they are tough tanks, you just send a Cindrion and a Ffraegar, they are going to feel the pain. Now Ffraegar is kind of like a catalyst in the game. She can boost each normal attack, make it critical, and then give it 30% more critical damage. It simply means you can pair her up with any archer hero in the game. Now let us see which heroes are best with her. If you pair Ffraegar with Kinara, it's going to be awesome. Kinara brings normal attack damage of 20%. You add that with the 15% normal attack damage of Ffraegar, it's like 35% normal attack damage. And then each one of those normal attack has a 60% chance to be critical, and you can increase the critical attack damage by 30%, which is great. You can also pair up Ffraegar with Nico. This is also another good pairing. Nico is gonna put a defense reduction with every rage skill, and then Ffraegar is gonna take things to the next level with her critical normal attacks. With Nico as well, you also have a 20% normal attack damage bonus, which is going to be great for you. This is another great pairing. You also have a Husk. You can put Husk as a secondary. He will bring 40% normal attack damage bonus. And then on his rage skill, he can give you damage dealt bonus of 10%. He can give you attack bonus of 20%. This is going to make your normal attack so deadly in the game. Ffraegar can also be paired up with Guanwyn. Guanwyn has this bleeding normal attack damage. It is going to work well. And another great pairing for Ffraegar in the open field is going to be with a Madeline. You're going to get 15,000 troop capacity. You get a physical damage dealt bonus of 10%. From the rage skill, you get a physical attack bonus of 20%. And when we check out this skill over here, you have a counter attack damage bonus of 15%. You can do an area of effect damage to nearby targets, which is great. Now, why is Ffraegar so good with Madeline? Madeline is very defensive hero, meaning when you use her with Ffraegar, you are going to last long in the field. And guess what? Ffraegar is gonna make each normal attack have a 60% chance to be critical, and she can boost that critical damage as well. This is going to be a very good pairing. On top of that, you have this counter attack, which is excellent for ranged units. This is gonna help you out when people target you. It's going to be a deadly march for sure. If you want to use Ffraegar with the flying hero, you can go Ffraegar primary, and then you can have Thea as a secondary. the first legendary duo in the game for flying heroes. It's awesome. You can also go Ffraegar with Craig for the area of effect damage. It is gonna be great in the game. You can use them as a flying hero, or you can use them on the ground as the marksman. It's gonna work well. The next topic of the video is gonna be the artifacts that you can use with Ffraegar. We have the Heart of the Kamasi. This one is gonna be great with the Ffraegar and the Syndrion. It's gonna give you some good defense, making you last long in the field. You have the Shadow Blade, which you can use with Ffraegar and anybody in the game. This is gonna give you more attack damage on the field. However, your defense is not gonna be that great. Checking out the next one is gonna be the Viola's Bow. This is going to give you both damage and defense. You get a lot of HP, which is gonna help you last long in the field. Now, a lot of people complain that their archers do not last long in the field. This is going to be the artifact that you really wanna use. It can give you damage, it can prevent enemy from using their artifact skills for 10 seconds. If you wanna run away with the Falconeer charge, well, you hit them with your Viola's Bow and you run away with the Falconeer charge. They're not gonna get you. The game developers added a new artifact in the game as well. Let us check it out. Gonna scroll down to the bottom. It should be somewhere here. It is called the Rattle Spear. Now this artifact is gonna take your Ffraegar to the next level. First of all, it has a passive ability. Let's see. When your Legion inflicts defense break on an enemy Legion, you gain defense penetration. Ignore 10% of the enemy's defense for 7 seconds. So this is a jackpot talent right here. You can see Ffraegar skills goes for 7 seconds, which means every 7 seconds you'll have a chance of making each normal attack critical, and you can ignore the enemy's defense. This artifact is going to be excellent with Ffraegar paired up with Kinara, or Ffraegar paired up with Nico. If you have one of those two pairings, use this artifact. It's gonna take it to the next level. Now there are some epic artifacts in the game as well that you can use. Well, you should try and go for the legendary ones. No point checking out the epic ones. Free-to-play players can also get legendary artifacts. You just have to be lucky. So those are the artifacts that you use with Syndrion and Ffraegar. Which one else can you apply here? There is this artifact here as well. It is universal. What is it called? The Fang of the Ashkari. This is another good one to use with your Ffraegar. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now that we're done with all the other good stuff of Ffraegar, let us check out the talent trees for this awesome hero. Now, Ffraegar does not have a lot of good talent trees that you can work with. You have no choice but to go full marksman and then half mobility. I'm going to show you guys maybe, I think, 3 talent trees that you can use with this hero. The first one on the screen is going to be called Ffraegar Marksman 1. This is a good damage build for Ffraegar. We're going to start off from the bottom. As usual, you pick all the good stuff. You got the increases attack. You got the overall march speed. You have some HP, which is great. We have this scale here called the Balanced Heart. All units in your Legion gain 1% attack and 5% march speed, which is great. Come over here and take this overall speed. We also have the overall attack, increases the attack of your Legion units. And then on this node, we have 3 excellent talents. Whichever one you pick is going to work well. Since Ffraegar is a normal attack hero, we're going to be going with Adrenaline Rush. And then at the end, you don't really want these swift maneuvers. I don't think you need this unless you want to be chasing people around. You go with the preemptive preparations. When your Legion enters battle, their attack is increased by 10%. This bonus reduces by 0.5% every second. This is good for fighting enemies when you go in and out, in and out. It's going to be great for your Ffraegar. Moving over to the marksman side of the talent tree, you start off with the marksman attack. And then from here you have 3 excellent talents. But I would suggest you take the high spirits, and I'm going to show you guys why in a bit. Moving on to the next node, you're going to have the intimidation. Your Legion deals 0.8% more hero skill damage. Now this is going to be great when you have Nico and Kinara as a secondary, or as a Nico and Kinara as a secondary. If you want, you can go with the alert. Your Legion takes 0.3% less damage. This is going to work well. However, this is good as well. Syndrion also has a rage skill on his awakening skill, so this can be beneficial. On the next node, we're gonna go with the Bull's Eye. When your Legion consists entirely of marksman units, they gain 5 stacks of attack increase every 10 seconds while in battle. Each stack increases their attack by 1%. Each normal attack they launch removes 1 stack. This is the way to go because archers are excellent with normal attack damage. This skill happens over time, which is great. Here is another good one as well, but it's just going to boost the rage skill of your secondary hero. From here, we're going to keep making our way up top. We go with the Marksman HP. This will help you last long in the field. And then we have the jackpot talent for Ffraegar. It's known as the Delight. Increases rage accumulation speed by 15% when your Legion's unit count is over 50%. So make sure you take this skill all the way up to level 5 and you get 15% rage accumulation. Now why should you do this? You're going to combine Delight with the High Spirits. These two are going to combine to help your Ffraegar stay in constant normal attack critical mode, which means you should be able to gain a lot of rage. You should be able to do your rage skill cycles every 7 or 8 seconds, which means every single normal attack that you're gonna do will have a 60% chance to be critical. When it is critical, you get a 30% normal attack critical damage bonus, which is great. Continuing with the talent tree, you're gonna come and grab the last word. It's gonna give you more counterattack damage. This is awesome talent to have. And then at the end, you go with the pursuit. When your Legion consists entirely of marksman unit, they inflict fragility when casting rage skills, increasing normal attack damage taken by 10% for 5 seconds. This effect can be triggered once every 10 seconds. Now this is the talent that you pick for a Ffraegar. Ffraegar is a normal attack archer hero and you want to boost that. This is going to be great for fighting in and out. You get this one right away, but this one happens over time. However, it's very good for Ffraegar. Ffraegar also has the Falconeer charge. It is a plan B. If someone tries to run away from you, you will catch up with them with the Falconeer charge with your 30% march speed. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the first talent tree for Ffraegar in the Call of Dragons. Just make sure you have Delight and you have the High Spirit selected. Now you have to be very careful when you fight with Delight. Sometimes if your troop count drop below 50%, you might want to go back and refresh, or you can just keep fighting because High Spirit is going to act as a plan B for you when you run out of Delight. Now we're going to check out the next talent tree of the video. This is going to be Marksman number 2 for Ffraegar. This talent tree just made small changes from the previous one. We took out the High Spirits and then we went with the March Speed for mobility. We also came over here. We took out this normal attack and we went with the overall speed. By the way, this is the talent tree that I am using right now for my Ffraegar. As you can see, it is right here. I'm still working on it. When I get the hero to level 60, I should be able to get everything ready. I decided to go with the Delight first because I need this for the constant critical rate in the game. So you go and take the Delight and then try and make your way and complete the rest. So this is the second talent tree if you want some march speed. This is what I like to use for the open field. It makes you move faster and it makes you get away pretty fast. Combine that with the Falconeer charge, no one is catching you. The final talent tree for the video is gonna be the mobility talent tree, and this is what it looks like. I don't even need to explain this, like, don't really waste your time on this mobility talent tree. I mean, on this peacekeeping talent tree, I don't think it's gonna help you that much. You don't wanna waste this hero with a peacekeeping talent tree. Unless you are someone who just joined the game to farm, well then you can use this talent tree for your Ffraegar. Now I did not talk about the mobility talent tree because I feel like it's not that great, but if you want to try it, you can come all the way over here and then try the passing shadows. This is going to give you a 50% march speed when you use your artifact. but it happens every 90 seconds. So you can like hit enemies with your artifact and then run away with the 50% march speed, wait for 90 seconds and then come back. You can do that over and over and over. And if you have the Viola's bow, you can hit the enemy with the artifact, prevent them from using the artifact, you run away, and then you come back 90 seconds later. If that is your type of fighting, then by all means, you can take it. You can also go with the Victory Rush, which is going to give you 250 skill damage factor every 10 seconds. It is pretty good. And this is it for the talent tree for Ffraegar in Call of Dragons. Just make sure that she is a normal attack archer hero. Now, I personally believe if you want to get the best out of this hero, you should be in the League of Order, because you're going to be getting the 10% normal attack damage boost from the ballista over here. Increases normal attack damage dealt by 10%. Now, when you're in the Wilderbeck faction, let us go over to the Wilderbeck faction and see what is going on. In the Wilderbeck faction, you're going to have a Legion physical attack of plus 3%. And then you also have the Spearmen. The Spearmen can also do 5% all damage dealt. So I think it's kind of very difficult to choose which faction is the best for these heroes. But I personally feel like the 10% normal attack of the ballista is going to be awesome with Ffraegar and Cindrion. For those of you that want to switch, I would say wait for the 2 new heroes, see what they are all about, and then make your decision after that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content. Until then, talk to you guys in the next video. Bye bye for now.